Welcome to the Business Spotlight, where today the spotlight is shining on Anh Pham from Paeonia Bubble Tea Room in Windsor. Welcome, Anh.
Well, thank you so much for having me today. And hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. So to start off with, Anh, tell us a little bit more about you and the business, please.
So my name is Anh Pham, obviously, and I own a bubble tea room. It's called Paeonia in Windsor. It's just right next to the Windsor Castle, 1 minute away. And
Nice.
we offer bubble tea. Obviously, everyone is talking about bubble tea, and we are one of the first premium bubble tea in the UK. So that's all about me. And I'm from Vietnam.
Okay. And how long have you had the business for?
So we first established in 2019, but then obviously COVID, but we opened in 2021.
Right.
Reopen again in 2021. Yeah.
Okay. So talk me through what your business does really well.
So when we first opened in 2021, we sold out completely everything in 48 hours, and we have a queue out of the door. Obviously,
Wow.
at that time, we are the only and the first bubble tea in Windsor, and I was like so overwhelming by the support from the local and obviously from everyone. And since then, we was like keeping doing well. And I feel like really lucky because like when we open, everyone local, and we build a lot of like base customer, and we've been doing really good.
Oh, I absolutely love that. I mean, because you've had a dream to do this, and then when you launch and you have the queue out the door, that must be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, because bubble tea has been like my dream when I was 12 years old. It was the first time that I tried bubble tea, and since then I just like keep trying everywhere I go. Every country that I travel, I always try different bubble tea, and I always have a dream that one day I have my own brand to offer like a premium bubble tea, and my dream has come true. And more like exciting thing is like when we open, everyone is talking about Paeonia, everyone is amazed about our drink, so which is make me like really flattered. Yeah,
absolutely. Well done.
Thank you.
Having been a business owner since pre-COVID, and then obviously with COVID and kind of restarting again, what have been some of your biggest challenges?
It was because during COVID time, obviously it's not just me in the boat, everyone in hospitality. It's been really challenging and difficult for the industry. But you know, like we have a dream. I have a dream, and I never stop to make it happen. So even though we have a lot of difficulties about shipping, freight costs, about the time, and obviously everyone is facing with like COVID disease and everything, I still yes, a lot of challenging, but we still try to cope with that and make it happen and open our door again. And the moment that we announce to all our old customer and like new customer, everyone like our inbox is like explode because our customer can't wait for us to open again. And so it was really, really nice to hear back from our old customer and say that, oh my God, I thought you guys like closed for good, but like it's so happy to see you guys open again. And I say, yeah, we are here, come back here to see you guys. So it was really, really touching emotionally when I opened the shop again, and it was great.
Yeah. So I understand that you've worked in hospitality for
yes.
When you've had the business. Now, what we often see is people have a job they absolutely love, and then they start a business doing something similar, but being a business owner is very different than just having a job in that kind of industry. What have been some of your learnings as a business owner?
I think that because when I first came to England, like when I first came in, I came in as like a student. And
Okay.
by then I just came and I thought that, okay, I came here, I study, and let's see how it's go. But then during that time, and I realized that how much I love England, how much I love the area, like the environments and the country. So that's why I decided to stay and think, okay, because since like when I was a baby, I already always loved about like food and hospitality in that industry. So I think that during like the whole decade of working in the industry is a learning, and at the same time the passion is there for me.
Yep.
And it's not easy to become a business owner. And obviously, a lot of things is like, okay, there's like some nights I couldn't sleep. It's just because like staff always like a headache for us, and like finance, with like all a lot of things. Plus, yeah. So it was not easy, but it's interesting to and in the industry we have a lot of like business owner who really supportive, and we are in like a community, and we always like meet up and share our experience. So it helps a lot too, because I feel like I'm not alone, and I have my friends, the people in the same community, that everyone is always like sharing. And yeah, so I learned from myself, from my mistake, from my lesson, and also from other people as well. Yeah,
I'd absolutely love that, to have that community that you can reach out to. A lot of business owners I speak to
exactly.
feel
Yeah,
very lonely because they have no one to speak to. So I love that you have that local community. That's lovely. Well, what are some
yeah.
of what are some of the initial mistakes that you made?
Oh, when it comes to mistake, we like everyone make a lot of mistake, and
Mhm.
even like I'm not the only one. So I think that with the mistake that I make in the past is I think that when I first having my first, and I think one of my mistake was then is was I was really soft, and always and like sometimes I make decision based on um heart, like based on
Okay.
emotional decision. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes it could make lead me to like making not the right decision by then. Yeah, and then I learned from them. And yeah, that I'm like other people, we have to make a lot of mistake, then we can learn from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that
I
right?
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. As a business owner right now, what still keeps you awake at night?
I have to say, as the business owner, honestly, at night I sleep very well.
Very good. I don't often get that answer, so very good.
No, I think okay. I think that like for me as a woman, I always put myself like health is really important, and sleeping my like the sleep is like really important for me to like try to have a deep sleep. But I understand, yeah, some night we wake up middle of the night because oh maybe like we don't have like oh the staff's issue, because there's some time that we have like a shortage, staff shortage in not just my shop but like in the whole industry. Like I think that like the same time last year, so like it's been like a manic to looking for staff and looking for like new people coming in. Obviously, we like at the moment we're okay, we're great, but by then we don't have enough staff, and the demand of the customer coming in keep coming in into our shop. and we don't have enough like staff to like serve all the customer. So that is something that is keep me middle like wake up. And also with the because we work in hospitality, and you know, like in this industry everyone is so creative. So every day you wake up, you need to thinking on new drinks. For like for my business, the new thing is like new marketing idea, new drinks, new products. Yeah, and obviously a lot of things to deal with. For example, like numbers, figures, yeah, and the team and how to make our team bigger. Yeah, you know, it's a lot. Yeah.
So what's your big goal for the business? What are you working towards?
I would say my big goal, and I'm on the way to try to reach it, try to make it happen, is I want to expand Paeonia. I want to expand Paeonia to like every single city in the UK.
Wow, nice.
So they know. And yeah, my dream is just simple. And yeah, but like we try to expand. We don't want to rapid growth, and then we want to grow but keep our quality, our products in like the standard, in high standard, and quality is great. Yeah, so that is the goal, that to bring Paeonia to bigger market.
Okay, absolutely love that. Well done. I love a business owner with a good vision for the business. So that's good.
Thank you.
What do you anticipate, like within your industry in the next 5 years? What are you expecting to see?
In the industry, I think that within hospitality industry, we are already like every single day we wake up, we have a lot of new things going around. And in for me, in for example, like bubble tea, let's say about 2-3 years ago, not many people know about bubble tea. Bubble tea is not a thing like few years ago, but now it become like a really popular in the UK. And everyone is when you're going out, you're talking about, everyone talking about bubble tea, and everyone drinking bubble tea now. So I think in the next 5 years, so we will like become really really different, with a lot of like new things coming in. And with the Gen Z now, everyone, like I can see that Gen Z is really creative, and they are really talented. They will bring a lot of like, even with technology, it imply into like a hospitality industry. So I think that it will be like really positive, really great. Yeah.
Okay. So good opportunities for you ahead, but then equally when there's opportunities, there's potential challenges. So what are you expecting could be a challenge for you and the business in the next 5 years?
Yeah, it could be like a challenge, because now everyone is they see the opportunities and they just grab it. So that's why in this industry is really competitive, but at the same time everyone is supporting each other as well. So I think it's working big, because if there's no challenge, it's not business, isn't it? It's not like a business world. So it's like, it's good, it's positive. Yeah, I look at it that way.
I think that's a really great way of looking at it. Expect the challenges, but learn from them as you get them, because then you can make some and turn them into opportunities. Yes, I love that. So who's your inspiration?
Who is my inspiration? I have to say my inspiration is my dad, and is my dad, who is obviously I'm come from a business family. So we all come from a business background of like, so I learned from my parents, not just my dad, but like my parents from when a really young age, that we are passionate about what we're doing. And whatever we do, we always think of, like, we always put like ethic on top of everything.
Nice.
And my dad teach me a lot of business lesson, and I learned from him, not just, and learn from like the way. So yeah, so I think, and since day one, my parents is really like, they always support me from what I'm doing. Even what I'm doing right now is in the business, but like it completely different major with what they're doing. But I'm really grateful that they always support me and encourage me to do whatever I want. Because in Asia culture, like from our culture, woman, like now is getting better, but before, woman is not like, people look at woman is not the same way that they look at men. But I have to say that because of that culture, I'm come from that culture. So I'm really grateful that my parents always help me, support me to say, okay, if you want to do business, go for it. If you want to study, whatever you want to do, just try your best to reach what you want to achieve. Then one day you will be happy and talk to your children about what have you done. This is what my parents been doing for me. So that's why it's inspired me so much. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And now it's on video, so they can see you saying that. So that's amazing.
So they actually, they are in at the moment they are in Windsor. They come in here for a holiday with me. Yeah,
nice.
Visit me, spend some time with me. Yeah, so it was really nice to have our family here. Yeah.
Yes, it's always nice to have family here. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you still want to achieve in the next 5 years? So not the business, but you. What do you still want? What's still on your bucket list?
Not for my business, but I think I was born in a business spirit. So with me, I always want to be surrounding with like a business world, I have to say that I am a workaholic. Like if one day I wake up and I feel like I don't go to work today, I feel like it's not like I'm not myself. So for the next 5 years, I think aside with my business, I want to spend more time to travel more with my family, especially my parents, because I used to like a travel girl, like every single time if I have like half term when I was a student, if I have like half term or like holiday, I always like travel around the world. So yeah, so I want to like spend more time to travel with my family, and at the same time I more yeah, but like my main goal is build up Paeonia. Yeah,
build the business. I love that. You're still at the start. That's what I love about these interviews. We've had people who are at the end, towards the end of their careers, and have built the businesses, and sharing their stories there. And I love speaking equally to people like yourself who are at the front end of that starting point. It's fabulous to see the difference.
Yeah.
But anybody who's watching this, Anne, who's thinking of starting a business, or maybe it's just started a business, so they may be a couple of years behind you.
Yeah.
What are your top 2 pieces of advice?
The advice that I would give to like the people is, you have to dream hard, you have to dream big, then you can, and then you try to reach it. That is because that is what I live for. Just when you put your target there, just believe in yourself. Just believe that you can do it. If you believe in yourself, then one day you will reach what you want to achieve in your life. Believe in myself. Yeah, believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. So that's one. What's the second?
The second is work with your passion.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Work with your passion. Because if you work with your passion, you feel like you enjoying life. You're not actually working. And work with the passion. When you do anything with passion, it's always better than you do with no effort. Yeah, that's I think so. I always apply that. Yeah.
Do you think that the dreaming big, what I sometimes see, is a little bit of a cultural difference, and I don't know whether this is the same for Vietnam, because sometimes I think a lot of the UK business owners that I speak to, they're almost told not to dream too big because that's seen as maybe a little bit arrogant, or just don't do that because it's maybe a bit brash. Where in some other countries across the world, they have that, they view that very differently. Is Vietnam normally one of those cultures where that dream big also exists, or is that just something that you have?
I am not too sure about other people, but I'm not too sure about the culture. But for me, because since when I was young, my parents always tell me that if like in during the journey that you're going until the end of your life, if you haven't like dreamed something, like you will never try, like, because sometimes if you don't, like, for me, this is what I think, sometimes if you don't dream big, you just dream like small, then you never know what is your limit.
Yes.
Yeah, you never know. Like sometimes you think that, I don't want to dream big because I'm not sure if I can reach there. But if you haven't done it, how do you know? Sometimes you don't know how much is your, like, you are over your, you are like even higher than what you think you are. Yeah, and sometimes you don't step out of your comfort zone, so you never know who you really are. So for me, I believe that when I have a dream, because the dream, it doesn't have tax, right? It doesn't have VAT. So you just dream. Exactly. You just because like for me, I never think, when I was like for the first time trying bubble tea, I never think that one day I will like open a business, open a bubble tea shop as a 12 years old girl. So yeah, but I always like have a dream, and then because that dream is always in my mind, so that's why it's telling me that you have a dream, you have to do it, you have to go further, go harder, even if you have a lot of challenge, you still need to keep going and make it happen. Yeah.
Absolutely, I absolutely love that. I'm going to use that, so thank you for that. A dream doesn't have tax. Love that. Very good. Absolutely love that. Is running a business harder, easier, or kind of what you thought it was going to be?
I think well, running a business is not easy. I have to say it's not easy, but is reachable if you pay a lot of attention, if you know what you're doing, you love what you're doing. I think that it's honestly, it's not easy, but it's not difficult, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I think it does, but you know, you almost have to go through that, don't you, to be able to look back in hindsight and say that wasn't an easy time.
Yeah, because like if I look at myself back in 5 years ago, I would say, oh my God, it's so difficult, and how can I maintain it, how can I run it, how can I run a business? Or if I look at back in 5 years time, but like day by day, I learn from myself, I learn from other people. And yes, it's difficult, it's hard, but we still get a hand on everything. We're still getting there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. I think I know the answer to the last question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Knowing what you know now, would you start a business again?
Can you repeat, because I just lost you? Can you say again?
That's right. Of course I can. Knowing what you know now, would you start a business again?
Would I start a business again? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a wholehearted yes. We like that.
Yeah.
Good. Despite all the challenges and the COVID and everything else that we've had, actually Windsor has been a good spot for you this year, hasn't it? As we're recording this in 2023, that there's been lots of activity that's been going on in Windsor this year. So you've seen quite a good football, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Windsor this year is extremely busy.
Good.
We have we see like tourists, everyone, and yesterday Joe Biden just visit.
Yes.
So we was like really so we had a lot of like activities, like, and Windsor is always busy, which is like great. It's really good to see Windsor back to normal after COVID time. It's really good to see that, and it's good to see the Windsor town is like full of like, and the town is like, it's really, the vibe is really good right now. So if you have time, if you are like, if you want just like a day trip, go to Windsor, and don't forget to visit Paeonia bubble tea room.
Correct.
Yes. And quote my name, and quote my name and Nelly, so you get 20% off.
Oh, nice. I'll put that in the comments as well, so people know. But as we already said before we started recording, I look forward to coming into Windsor and come and have a look, because the website looks absolutely amazing. So I look forward to walking in and experiencing the bubble tea.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anne, for your time and for your story and sharing that with us today. I know the internet connection hasn't been fantastic, but actually we've definitely been hearing everything you've been saying. So I absolutely love that. Really great things in there. The link to connect up with Anne and to check out her website and where she's based in Windsor are all in the comments box. So please go and have a look and do that, and let us know how much you've enjoyed this interview as well. And thank you for watching the Business Spotlight. Until next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.